Hello out there, and welcome to the No Shit Cast. I'm your host, Matt Frazier. Ooh, got a good show lined up for you tonight, folks. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the Internet College of Infinite Knowledge. My co-pilot on this voyage, none other than the Grey Wizard of Historical Knowledge himself, Mr. Eric D. Smith. How are you tonight, Mr. Smith?
Man, I'm doing so well, so well.
So well.
Yeah.
Like living the dream well, huh?
I don't know about living any dreams, but if I get this mic a little worked out, I'll be good.
As you can see, we've rearranged things yet again if you're watching us on YouTube. So I think this is a more functional layout. Everything look good up there, Mr. Devlin?
Yes.
I see him checking. Mr. Devlin sitting in the engineering booth.
Hi.
Hi, Devlin.
Hi, how are you?
I'm like 274 spins into it, man.
Yeah, look at this guy go.
Do we need to point out the fire? Do we have to say we have a fire in the studio tonight? Not like by accident. Like we have a legitimate,
Yeah, there's a
like
fire.
a for real fire.
There's going to be a chat.
A chat, fireside chat, yeah.
That's exactly what we might have. We got plasma, we got fire, we got air. There's probably water around.
Yeah, I got plasma over here in the
Yeah.
orb of knowledge.
Almost all the elements are
Yeah,
here.
pretty much everything represented now, huh?
Yeah.
Did we come up with a show question? Oh, you'd asked me. I thought it was pretty interesting what I thought of the Super Bowl halftime show, right?
Yes.
What
What did you think?
it was a lot of crotches and asses to me. I mean, and the dude that was rapping over J-Lo, I put on Facebook. To me, it just looked like he had safety glasses on. And I put on Facebook, yeah, I guess I'd wear safety glasses next to J-Lo's ass,
yeah.
too.
I wondered what you were...
Because she was like all gyrating and slamming her ass around and stuff, and it looked like he had safety glasses
Yeah,
on.
man, she could have slung a rhinestone right off that thing.
I'm telling you.
While I didn't see it personally, I did see pictures of it.
You did see pictures of it,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah, it was awesome. But that was my takeaway. You watched it? What'd you think?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't watch the halftime show?
I've only seen
I had
the
it
safety glasses guy. when
Oh,
you
and like
pointed it out.
a meme or something like that.
No, you were watching it behind me, and you pointed it out to me, and I just didn't see the rest of it.
Uneventful game. Otherwise, my Patriots were not in it, so it didn't have the weight that it normally has for me. So,
Who won?
Kansas City.
What was it about?
It was about football.
Okay.
It was about the best football team in the world, even though they only tend to play
With American
in
football.
American. Yeah, so
With the national football.
yeah, there isn't like a British version or something, that I know of. Although they do play in Europe periodically, but
How many
Anyway.
bases did they run?
wrong game. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many football bats?
Baskets.
How many tackle points? Is that the one? Yeah.
Yeah, how many tackle points
How many
was
tackle?
made?
A lot. Yeah, it was good. It was a lot of tackle points.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was a good game.
I wish I would have seen it.
Yeah. I don't sports ball, so.
Sports ball, huh? I think that was. I mean, do we have any show includes? Anything we had to talk about? I can't remember.
Well, shoot, we love everyone.
We do.
Everyone.
Nah,
listens.
not shout outs. Where's the taskbar at, dude? Open up OneNote so
There's
I can
nothing
see.
but rolls.
I know. That's all I can see. A Chihuahua flopping around. Oh yeah, we're on Minds.com now.
What's that?
Yeah, what's that?
So Minds.com is supposed to be like Facebook without the pussies. Is the kind of the way I.
I'm sorry, what?
So exclusively male?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that like they don't censor anything
Oh.
on Minds.com other than, I mean, they do have some censorship, things like, harm to children and child porn, and there are things that they do censor, but it's supposed to be like this place for absolute, freedom of speech and all this kind of shit. So I thought, fuck, that sounds like some place the No Shit Cast should be. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're on minds.com. So if you're on minds.com, it's like Facebook without the without the wusses. I guess is probably what I should have said. I mean, there's no chicks on it. Yeah, man. I said
It's like
signed us
Facebook
up for
with
an all-guy-
scientists.
an all guy freaking social media site. All right, man. Get rid of the frickin'. We're sitting here watching. We'll go ahead and put it up so people can see what we're watching here. Devlin thought this would be funny as we were getting ready to launch the show tonight.
And it is.
It is.
He's like, just put up a Chihuahua being spun off of an endless roll of bubble wrap. So where did you get this from?
The useless web. It's a website that you press the button and it brings you to a useless website.
Okay.
This happened to be one of them.
This is like a metaphor for my life somehow. Trying to be protected, but
Does kind of feel like being stuck on like a treadmill somehow.
eternally
or something.
unraveling. He looks confused and happy.
Just giving people a reason to not. If you're only listening to the show, guys, you're only catching about half of it now. So you might want to start checking us out on YouTube, especially with Devlin driving back there, because we never know what we're going to see.
I'm sorry, I have to pull this up. This made me think of something real quick.
What are you doing? Definitely not porn folder. Okay.
Oh,
So Devlin's looking something up in his web browser for us right now.
Oh.
What's this?
I think I know part of it.
We're on YouTube. Pour some sugar on me, Chihuahua.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that poor dog. Someone just
It
dumped,
looked like he was expecting it to be a lot worse.
someone just dumped a bunch of cookies on it.
And he was like, oh, it's not so bad. It's annoying.
Dog's like, I've had enough. What the fuck?
He's going to be like with those cats.
All right. No show announcements, no shout outs that I can think of. I don't think we've missed anything. So
Shout outs.
353 spins, man. 54.
To the Chihuahuas.
To the Chihuahuas. All right, let's get the first article going here. Was there anything? Oh, we did this Super Bowl for the show question, didn't we? So we don't have to do that.
Yep, I didn't see it or the halftime or
Yeah,
any
you
of
just
that.
kind of heard about it, kind of thing.
I seen on Facebook there is a lot of controversy about it, but I didn't understand any of it. Honestly, I didn't know what the problem was or wasn't either way. Just something about dancing and weight loss and gratuity.
Weight loss.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who were talking about how good those ladies looked at the age they were, and talking about their changing their goals for their body, like weight and things like that.
Oh, like J-Lo can do it, I can do it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe she inspired somebody with.
There was like some of that, like about 35% of the stuff was that, and then the majority was, I think, people upset about the skimpiness
of the outfits and all that. Yeah,
something like that.
I found it highly entertaining. Okay, so this first article, who's it coming from, Devlin?
All right, so this one comes from AndroidAuthority.com. A guy carted 99 phones across around to create traffic jams on Google Maps.
A guy carted 99 phones around to create traffic jams on Google Maps. How did he? Oh, because all the phones were in one spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like a tight traffic jam.
Yesterday, we saw a statement from Google regarding the Google Maps hack, detailed in the original article below. Now we also have some more clarity on how the artist performed the hack in question. In an interview with German newspaper Frank Mutter.
That's not, no.
Okay. Artist Simon Weckert says that each of the 99 smartphones in the wagon had their own connected SIM card. Yeah, okay, and each one was actively using maps for navigation. He discovered that if the wagon stopped moving, maps would not show a traffic jam. So the wagon had to consistently be in motion for a jam to get registered. Can you zoom in on that? So he's out. I would love to have this guy's time.
Yeah.
And money. I mean, in an interview, okay, we already said that. Additionally, if a vehicle drove by the wagon at a normal speed, maps would also register traffic as normal. It was only when the wagon was in motion and the street was empty that a traffic jam would show up on Google Maps. So he's just kind of doing this to hack the algorithm kind of thing.
I guess.
I see that's pretty clever.
What would be the point, though?
Why not?
Just that's it, then.
Just the why not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen people go on like runs and draw pictures on Google Maps.
Or
with
bike
their phone.
rides and motorcycle rides. Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Google had this to say in response to the hack of using 99 smartphones to cause maps to register a false traffic jam. Whether via car or cart or camel, we love seeing creative uses of Google Maps as it helps us make maps work better over time.
Oh, that's really cool that you did that. We're going to fix that.
Well, so there's going to have to be like some sort of weird proximity type thing done here now to get past that. Like if they're all literally on top of each other. Then at some point it's just like, well, now you're just creating traffic. So it's why even bother hacking it anymore?
How did he get 99 phones?
Well, okay. There's the original article.
They have a video of him.
You want to see the video?
Look at him walk.
Do. Google Map hacks by YouTube. All right, it's just him schlepping around turn the volume down on that too. Schlepping around a wagon full of cell phones. They all look like iPhones too.
Oh, you can see.
This dude's got way more money and time than I have.
Yeah.
He must work for some sort of
phone company
or something. Yeah, a cell phone company or something.
I think it's cool that you can see the actual Google Maps page as he's walking
on the phones.
Yeah. That's insane.
I work for Google Maps, and I know quite a bit about how this works. I believe this is possible. All right.
I mean, we just saw it.
Obviously, yeah.
I've worked for God, and I've read a lot of the Bible. I think this is going to work.
What?
No, I mean, that's, yeah.
All righty then. All right, what we got coming up next, buddy?
All right, so this one comes from oh my gosh, I gotta lean in.
Lean into it.
Geology.
Geologyinn.com.
Okay.
Part spider, part scorpion, creature found in amber.
All right, here, let's take a look.
This looks awesome.
Glad they found it in amber and not just like running around.
That's the thing that you see. I think that's the thing that crawled into Chekhov's ear in the Wrath of Khan,
I think
right?
You're right, yeah.
Isn't that what that looks like?
No, but
no, no.
No.
Oh, all right.
That looks far worse, man, than what they have.
I know, that's some creepy shit.
Yeah.
It says new bizarre spider-like creature has just been discovered in Southeast Asia, having been encased in amber during the Cretaceous period of some 100 million years ago, and it might be more terrifying than any of the creepy crawlies lurking in the dark corners of your basement.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I would say. Amber mined for centuries in Myanmar for jewelry as a treasure trove for understanding the evolution of spiders and their other arachnid relatives. This week, 2 independent teams described 4 100-million-year-old specimens encased in amber that look like a cross between a spider and a scorpion. Sounds like something that's probably should just live in Australia.
Yeah, either that or like in a D&D game or something.
Some sort, right. The discovery, quote, could help close major gaps in our understanding of spider evolution.
They used to be scorpions.
Apparently.
Oh, that explains everything.
Both arachnids.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Says Prashant Sharma, an evolutionary developmental biologist at the University of Wisconsin in Madison, who was not involved in the work.
So I wonder if they could
pictures.
bite you and sting you.
I think it'd be like the same effect.
Well, yeah, but
like
Well,
worse.
they would be complementary feats, right? So the stinging would probably have some sort of effect of paralyzing its prey while it then devours it.
Huh?
My buddy Jamie just turned me on to Monster Bug Wars or something like that on YouTube.
What?
Yeah, it's like, and they're episodes of like 40, 45-minute long episodes of praying mantis versus katydids or whatever. And they actually go and film these things in the wild
and
somewhere.
narrate them.
Yeah, that's it. Bug Wars.
Yeah.
Monster
good
Bug
stuff.
Wars. So I haven't watched any of them yet, but
Oh.
I'm looking forward to checking them out. Yeah,
Pretty
they look
cool.
interesting, don't they?
Yeah.
Monster bugs.
I've seen 4 or 5 of them.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they throw down, huh?
Yeah. They used to be on TV. They narrate it too.
He said that the Foley on it is amazing. Like the sound effects they add as they're fighting and things is pretty comical. Yeah, like they throw in like
I like
punches and stuff.
I like that guy that goes around getting himself bit on purpose to see what the
how painful it is.
Yeah, the most painful stings.
There's that wasp or whatever it is in Australia though that I think just about ended him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think he's I can't remember the guy's name, but he said it felt like he was slamming his entire arm in a car door for 3 days.
I got some really
painful.
Really sample-rific things from some of those YouTube videos
of people doing that kind of
just
stupid shit.
Him in particular, that I put in songs and stuff.
The screams,
yeah, and the things that he says.
Good Lord, is that on your SoundCloud?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah,
I think that one still is.
Okay, arachnids are a group of 8-legged invertebrates that include scorpions, ticks, and spiders. Spiders, which crawled into existence some 300 million years ago, are known for their spinnerets, modified legs that produce silk and control its extrusion from tiny pores called spigots. Spigots.
Like spigots.
Yeah. Male spiders have also evolved another modified leg. Yeah, I bet they have, and male devils. That's okay. Between their fangs and the back 4 pair of legs that inserts sperm into the female. I was right.
Yes, you were.
You bitches owe me an apology.
I am so sorry.
All but the most primitive spiders have smooth backs, unlike the segmented abdomens of scorpions, which are believed to have diverged from an ancestral arachnid more than 430 million years ago, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, man. That's pretty cool, man. Scorpio's been roaming the earth for quite some time.
And stinging things.
Yeah.
But in 1989, researchers discovered a suspicious spigot-bearing fossil that was 100 million years older than the earliest known spider. By 2008, paleobiologists realized that the ancient silk producer was just a spider relative, perhaps a stepping stone to true spiders. Researchers put it into the group something in Latin, which was thought to have thrived between 400 million and 250 million years ago. That left unanswered many questions about when spinnerets and other spider traits first evolved. I just think this thing is creepy as shit.
What came first, the spider or the scorpion?
There you go. Sleep well tonight, my son.
I like the ends of the hands. They just kind of go into these
like
pointy, stabby, bad things.
Clawical bad things.
Yeah, and I can't tell if that's the front or the back.
What's up with the thorax?
Yeah, I don't know. If you're talking about the right side of the picture,
yes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It looks bad there too, don't it?
I don't think that's a face.
This could to me this looks more like a brine shrimp or a shrimp or something out of the ocean than it does.
Would you eat that?
I do. I eat shrimp. You ever seen a shrimp?
This?
Have you seen shrimp though? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they're like a smoother version of that, but I've eaten spiny lobster, langosta.
Somebody would eat it,
and they look a lot like this.
Wait, what's it called?
Spiny lobster. I couldn't even begin to spell it.
Spiny.
Yeah, they're like they're not like a Maine lobster. They don't have pincers, so they have like a super spiny shell on them. Yeah.
Oh, but that's adorable.
That's adorable.
That's so cute. Like if you compare it to this, for sure.
Looks like it's a mutated cousin.
I'd get that close to it.
Yeah, that's one. That's for sure. Yeah, me and my buddy Mike Beasley used to shout out Mike Beasley used to when we were in the Navy we would go to Key West and then rent scuba gear and go hunt these and then at the end of our deployment down there we'd have a big cookout and we'd have lobster. It was good. It was good stuff. Yeah, it was fun.
Lobster tail.
Good old days. There you go, folks. Your tax dollars hard at work in the 90s anyway. Oh, there's our Chihuahua again.
528 spins.
All right, next article. What we got, Bubba?
LiveScience.com says towering dinosaur with radioactive skull identified in Utah.
Okay, this has got to be. This is Godzilla. They fucking found Godzilla, right?
We know what this is. This is Godzilla.
I know what this is. I've seen them. I've seen the Japanese movies. What are those called? Japanese movies. Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't anime. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just some big dude in a rubber suit. The 155-million-year-old specimen was headless until a radiation detector located the skeleton's skull.
Awesome.
So, like, are they talking about like?
I've seen this movie. The guy starts out with a Geiger counter, and then next they're going to find the eggs, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
And that what happens?
And then all hell breaks loose.
And then then bad shit starts happening.
And suddenly you need to repair Fukushima with a robot.
Right. Who knows?
Right.
I'm just saying.
That's what's going to happen when the apocalypse comes. All those sex robots are going to be repurposed
into
something more useful.
Like something that goes and fixes a reactor.
Yeah.
Do you remember,
like goes in with its sex robot vagina and absorbs all the nuclear radiation or something.
Potentially.
Did you turn into an Austin Powers skit?
What?
That's what I imagine is that's just an Austin Powers like plot.
Repurposing sex robots.
The fembots, right?
Yeah. No. Okay, so what I was actually going to say, do you remember the game I showed you with the android people?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and they were all trying to have sex?
Yeah, I forgot.
They were. What's the name of that game? People think
Near
I'm making
Automata. It's called. Yes, and
what's it called again?
Near Automata, and the two main characters come in on a giant
robot orgy. Giant robot orgy.
But they're not actually. They look like trash cans just bumping into each other. It's not like,
yeah, but it's obvious what they're because they're like, ooh, baby, oh, touch me there, yes, like it's creepy. This is a video game, right?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever read An Alien Heat?
No.
Never heard of it.
That's a book that opens up like with a pink sky and a purple sun and a black beach, and it's a mother and a son making love after a picnic, and the son is a gorilla and his mom is an iron orchid, and after they have sex they get into a train and fly away.
I was gonna Google it, but no, I don't want to.
It's not pornographic.
Oh, it's not.
It's not. No, it's not written pornographically.
I have so many questions. First of all, huh?
It's one of the best openings I think I've ever read. I had to read it a couple of times to see, like, what are they saying? No, they're saying that.
Was this like in the book? Was it some sort of like psychedelic trip or something that the characters were having at the time or something?
No, it was really what was happening. She was really in the form of an orchid made out of iron, and he was really a gorilla. And
the author was really
he might have been, he might have
been
something, yeah. But if you understood the premise, though, the premise of the book is that this group of people live at the end of time, and they have ultimate power. They can do anything and everything. They can change the landscape. They can change their form. They can kill themselves, rebirth themselves, be anything they want, travel in time.
Okay.
The only thing that can cancel out their powers is one of these other people that live in this area called the end of time. And these people have done it all.
Yeah.
Which is evidenced by the beginning of the book. Just it's almost boring. They can't really find anything that they haven't done at some point because they're eternal.
Okay.
And so they're just trying shit like this weird shit I described.
Okay.
Just to raise an eyebrow and stuff. And the book is centered around this main character that goes back to 17th century England, where what being proper in manners is all the important thing in society. And he falls in love with Amanda Underwood, who basically teaches him a structure that allows him to value things that he can't control, like someone's opinion of him or love.
Okay.
So it's kind of a love story about moral and ethics and time travel.
That just happens to start out with psychedelic incest.
Yeah, because that's going on all the time. Like
right?
Yeah. They throw parties and try to do the most bizarre shit they can think of to entertain their friends when they come over.
Because they can't die?
Nobody can die.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if you and me were there, you could kill me, but I could just make myself come back alive.
That sounds very much like Altered Carbon.
Really?
It has a lot of those kind of plot line and plot twists in it as well. The whole concept of re-sleeving your consciousness into another body.
Yeah.
Sort of. So you really, unless that thing gets destroyed, you can't really be killed.
Yep.
That your like your essence or your brain is like stored in.
Yeah.
And then it uploads if you die, it uploads instantly to like some sort of mainframe.
Yeah.
So you can just.
The Matrix.
Yeah, it's very trippy.
Yeah.
I loved it. Altered Carbon's worth seeing. A lot of gratuitous violence and sex in it, but the sci-fi plot of it is stupendous. It really is really good.
The novel.
So don't watch it with your kids.
They based a game off of that, an RPG game, and one of the more interesting aspects of it, I thought, was the way they have it worked out is you know that core and your cerebral cortex records everything up to the moment you die.
Yeah.
Right. But if you happen to get, say, vaporized,
right,
and that shit goes with it, you are backed up at a mainframe, but
you're gonna lose
the time between the backup. And
again,
when you die, right?
another plot line of Altered Carbon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I did this game where the players had to figure out what happened,
right,
and kind of retrace their steps and figure out who murdered them and or if they were murdered or what,
right.
And is that?
Yes, that's like the plot.
People keep telling me to watch it, and I haven't had a chance to.
Dude, it's someone owes you some fucking royalties or something. You might want to check the writer.
It's just implied, though, you know.
Well, Altered Carbon, I think, as a storyline has been around like that. It was written as a sci-fi novelization, a series of books or something like that.
Yeah, and the game was based off those books and stuff, and a few other ones, some Burroughs stuff as well.
It just kind of tells you, though, that as a plot line, given those circumstances, that's something that's kind of
implied.
Very easy to kind of get to and say, hey, here's a weird, interesting
perhaps
thing
even
we
happens
can
all
explore.
the time.
Yeah, the elite, what 633 spins on the Chihuahua, huh?
Yeah, we are.
We're getting up to Satan's number here.
Because I see him over there grinning at me like a shit-eating possum, and I'm like, what's he? Oh, the Chihuahua's back.
Like a spinning possum, like a spinning Chihuahua,
like
smiling at you
like a shit-eating Chihuahua. All right, what's our
shit-eating spinning?
Did we even do this article? The next article? Did we do it yet? Where are you at, Bubba?
We started talking about
it. Paleontologists have discovered the skeleton of a radioactive skull of a previously unknown species of Allosaurus. No, it's Godzilla. The fearsome two-legged dinosaur, told you, sported 80 sharp teeth and horns over its eyes when it lived about 155 million years ago in what is now Utah.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, Devlin's going to go look it up.
Oh, yeah.
Allosaurus. That could be Godzilla. Yeah. Why couldn't that be Godzilla?
I love him.
If I seen it in real life, it might as well be.
Terrible lizard. Terribly, what was it? No, what was it? Terribly something lizard.
Oh my god.
That's not Godzilla. That's not big enough.
That's that'll eat your dog.
It would eat us.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure there's a land-based animal that this thing couldn't tear up alive today. You know.
Less so. What the?
Looks like a giant chicken. Look, it's a giant chicken.
Yeah, Lethosaurus.
It's a big bird. Although we do know that thing probably had feathers now, right? Because they found them actually also encased in amber. That they weren't.
Some of them that they had representations in mud too.
They were more bird-like than lizard-like.
This is like a dog.
So they got to change the name from Dino-Saur, which is terrible lizard or whatever, to Dino Chicken.
Dino Raptor.
What's a dino? What would be? Yeah, it'd be Dino Raptor, right?
I think.
Yeah. It would have to be something else. It's not dinosaur anymore. It's like Dino Raptor. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Were you not here when we did the article on
Feathered Tyrannosaurus Rex, right there.
See, that's Godzilla having a bad hair day. That's far more terrifying.
Yeah.
That's far more terrifying than the
it is.
Right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think it's cute. Well,
you'd be like, cuddle me, and it'd be like, and eat your face.
Well, because I've seen this. I've seen this drawing first.
That's not it. I don't know. Maybe it is.
Adorable. See? So it's in the feathers.
It's in the feathers.
That's how it is. That's
what I've heard.
That's how it works. Feathers. Like, look at that. That's totally legit.
The one that looks like he's got a bad hair.
This one?
To
the left. To the left.
You know, people listening to this can't see this, so we have to describe what we're showing.
It's like a dinosaur that's got a really bad thinning hairline.
Yeah, like it looks like it's had implants.
Yeah.
That's why it's so angry, because the implants aren't taken, man, and it's losing its hair.
I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Wait.
That's fucking
Yeah, it
terrifying.
is.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Actually, I believe you now. That
With the
is
hair, it's more terrifying with the
Ugh.
hair, isn't it?
Look at that face.
Yeah, it's scary.
Ugh.
All right, so back to the article. Where the hell are we? But researchers didn't know of any of these details at first. Originally, they found only the dinosaur skeleton, but not the head. Yeah, it makes you think like something ate
Interesting.
it, took off with it.
I know,
you know?
right?
Trophy hunter. Even so, the block of rock that encased the skeleton was so massive it weighed 6,000 pounds that the paleontologists had to use explosives to remove the fossils and a helicopter to transport it. It wasn't until 6 years later, in 1996, that the headless body and its skull were reunited. Aw.
Together at last.
Yeah, got together. Hopefully they had a party or something for him. That happy reunion was made possible by Ramal Jones, a retired neurologist, blah, 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 blah. Scientists named the beast something, Allosaurus.
Oh, look at that.
That's what it means by horns, right?
That's so cool.
I was thinking something more unicorn-like, but okay.
Oh.
It's not. It's like plates, like protective eye plates. So it could put its head down and ram you.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
guessing.
cool.
I'm just guessing. It might have been really nice, but like, would you like some tea? I don't know. But when they said they found a radioactive skull of a dinosaur, I went, that's
got to be.
got to be Godzilla.
I would think.
Does this article have comments? Because if so, I think people might have.
No, it's just more articles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Next, what we got next?
This one comes from Futurism. The physics of death and what happens to your energy when you die.
That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Smith?
I think it's an excellent question.
This sort of fits right into the whole OR discussion, doesn't it, in a way?
Potentially.
Oh, our fire's going out. The physics of death and what happens to your energy when you die, December 18th of 2013.
I beg to differ. Mine's just been reignited recently.
Yeah, can this. This is a dated.
I mean,
Good catch.
Do you want to at least read the first paragraph?
Even though it's an inexorable part of life for many people, death, or at least the thought of ceasing to exist forever, can be a scary thing. The disturbing things that happen to the body during decomposition, the process by which cells and tissues begin to break down, post-mortem, are bad enough. But what if instead of looking at death from a biological perspective, we examine it from a physics standpoint? More specifically, let's look at how our energy is redistributed after we die.
Sure, why not?
Want to keep going?
Yeah.
In the life, the human body comprises matter and energy. In life, the human body comprises matter and energy. That energy is both electrical, impulses and signals, and chemical, or reactions. The same can be said about plants, which are powered by photosynthesis, a process that allows them to generate energy from sunlight. Okay, yeah. As we know, through thermodynamics, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It simply changes states. Total amount of energy in an isolated system cannot change.
Right.
And thanks to Einstein, we also know that matter and energy are two rungs on the same ladder. The universe as a whole is closed. However, human bodies and other ecosystems are not closed. They're open systems. We exchange energy with our surroundings. We can gain energy, again, through chemical processes, and we can lose it by expelling waste or emitting heat.
Agree.
And you take a big old fat one, you're expelling energy.
Yes. Yes.
And
Every time you see steam coming off of you after you get out of the shower,
you're expelling energy.
Yeah.
Well, you're accumulating it while you're in there.
Right.
In death, the collection of atoms of which you are composed, a universe within the universe, are repurposed. Those atoms and that energy, which originated during the Big Bang, will always be around. Therefore, your, quote, light, that is, the essence of your energy, not to be confused with your actual consciousness, will continue to echo throughout space until the end of time.
And of course, as people know, we are made of star stuff much older than our own lives. And so, not surprising that we would decompose into something that would continue to last.
So do you think this gives credence to the concept of quantum consciousness or quantum existence of some sort?
No, I think they're just pointing out that when you die, there's parts of you that are still around.
So you never really truly die anyway.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they're banging into.
I don't think this article has really any evidence as to...
No, it's just sort of postulating It's 2013, man. We've already been down this road. This is from Aaron Freeman via NPR. Anyways, yeah, moving on.
All right.
Oh, I can't wait for you to read this one.
IFL Science says, people are dipping their balls into soy sauce after learning testicles have taste receptors. I've heard about this. This is actually a TikTok meme, and it's hilarious because everyone in the comment section is going, please don't make me do this.
Have you verified any of this yet, Devlin?
No. I
Yeah,
have not.
no personal experimentation of any kind to validate the. I mean,
feel like if I did, I wouldn't say anything on the show.
I don't believe this.
Because you don't believe that this is real? Or
No, I don't believe your
me?
balls have taste receptors.
I don't believe you wouldn't say anything if you did it.
Because I can tell you right now, man, there are times when I'm working on job sites and it's really hot, my balls wouldn't taste very good. Like, I just can tell you some swamp-ass shit going down there. And if I could taste that somehow...
Yeah,
What if
that's
you're
a
used to
good
it?
point.
Not only that, but I've used, like, tea tree oil, like shampoos and body washes
Yeah,
and
you
stuff.
can't be used to it because you brush your teeth.
Well, no,
Right.
because I think what this is going to...
What? Huh?
Wait, what?
That,
Well, meaning that you clear out your palate every now and again and should be able to differentiate between a clean taste in your mouth and sweaty balls in your underwear taste.
I would
in your
think
mouth.
so.
Yeah.
that's what
So
I
when he
said.
said, what if you're used to it, my point is you couldn't get used to it because you'd have inevitably clean your mouth out with
Or take-
toothpaste
or take-
and mouthwash. And,
Well, that's what I was
Okay.
getting at. Like, I've used, like, at like high-end hotels and shit. They have, like, these funky body washes and shit, and you use them, and it, like, makes your skin tingle. You can smell it. It's like it's got tea tree oil and things. These are
Oh,
very.
yeah.
And when I'm washing the you know the
Yeah.
the gym and the boys down there, right? You know, when I'm tossing the fellas, I don't taste tea tree oil through my junk
So
Yeah.
what I think this is going to say...
from the tackle.
This is just... Because I like I said, on TikTok, a lot of people in the comment sections have actually stated that it's what's in the soy sauce that enables this effect. It's not actually...
Then
It's
that's
not in
even
you.
weirder.
Yeah, I don't.
So, okay.
I'm never putting soy
I
sauce
bet
on my
all it
nards.
does is stain your ball sack, man. It's like, and then you're like, oh, look, you're an idiot with a stained ball sack.
Yeah, I don't want to have to go to the doctor and explain
So it's salty,
soy
sweet,
nards.
salty, sweet, and bitter foods. Apparently, you can taste them.
Your testicles have taste receptors. Von Singer et al. PNAS 2013 taste receptors. The proteins responsible for our ability to taste salty, sweet, and bitter foods aren't just present on our tongues. Recently, researchers are finding them present all over the body, from the mouth to the anus. I am so glad my anus does not have taste receptors.
Yeah. Yeah.
This has got to be a parody of some sort, man. That's from Business Insider's
It's
the
a
original
parody of
source.
common sense.
There it is.
Says, TikTok, the hot newish social network full of wholesome memes, viral dances, and people dipping their balls into soy sauce to see if they can taste it.
Yeah.
Recently, a study from 2013 resurfaced and went viral on Twitter. The study, published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, revealed that how, to put this delicately, you have already said it. Your balls have taste receptors. Balls have taste buds, exclamation point. Balls have taste buds, exclamation point.
Look, you can see them. Go back.
That I don't know. That looks like an
Ouch.
STD to me.
That makes me hurt.
It's like, look, if you see this on your
Uncomfortably
ball sack, seek professional medical attention immediately.
Yeah.
Taste
like-
buds.
I
Taste
doubt.
buds.
Yeah, that looks like. That,
Well, let's look up a picture of taste buds and let's see.
oh, for God's sake! Okay. now we have to go look at taste buds. There is a flaw to letting him run the computer, because I don't have a keyboard, so
You're
I
along
can't.
for
I
the
can't
ride.
really stop him when he goes down these flights. That doesn't.
Look.
Are you saying that those look the same?
Kind of. If they had a whole bunch of them together, it looks like the one in the balls were separated. I don't guess
It's
there's.
close-ups
Oh.
of these right here.
Yeah, it looks like there's like about 10% in your balls that you'd have in your tongue, which makes
Cannot
sense.
believe.
See? Yeah, look at that. That's just zoomed out of this. Right here.
All right, I'll take your word for it, young man. I'm not
Yeah.
dipping my sack in soy sauce.
I'm not saying you should.
All right.
818 spins.
The Chihuahua has spoken. It's true. In fact, taste receptors have been found elsewhere in the body, including your stomach, lungs, brains, and, oh God, your anus. I already said that. Quote, the function of taste receptors and signaling proteins outside of taste systems is still unclear. And I would guess in some areas they seem to be part of the chemical sensing of sugars or amino acids. Diedrich Monsinger, a researcher involved in the study, told Business Insider at the time, quote, for the most part, though, full function of these extraorally located taste receptors is unknown.
I've seen on TikTok about this. One of the comments was a girl going, "What sucks about being a girl is we'll never know if the boys are lying. Like we'll never know if they're telling the truth about this."
Well, okay, I'm not even going down that
You
road.
know?
Because I would guess since one is a through the process of becoming born, right? Doesn't everybody, the zygote or whatever, is all born with the same sex organs, and then they change depending on certain hormones and stuff throughout the growth process.
I suppose the other thing to believe.
I almost failed biology, so don't fucking look everything I'm saying up, right?
I think the other thing to believe could be, if we had to believe something else, would believe that this conversation took place at some point. Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Let's tell all the girls we could taste salt with our balls.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, man, they'll never know.
They'll never know.
We'll just stick to our guns.
Let's write a white paper.
Let's do it.
And we can just mess with them, right?
That's exactly. I think
So you think it's just like a giant
conspiracy or something?
Some sort.
I mean, well, that's what's implied, right? If the girl says you'll never know what? If it's this or this. What? Like if it's really true, or if this conversation took place at some point.
Right.
Hey, man, like I think it almost is true based on I don't know if that conversation would actually ever happen.
Right. Oh my God. Okay, the study found that taste receptors, including taste proteins for sweet and umami flavors, that means savory. My balls taste savory. Are present in the testicles of mice and have a role in their fertility.
My balls see dead people.
Without these receptors, oh my God. Without these receptors, when they are taken out of the mice, the rodents become infertile. So if their balls
can't... they take out the mice?
They took out the taste receptors.
No.
Without these taste receptors, mice become infertile. So if mice balls can't taste sweet and umami, then the mice are just like, I give up, and they're become infertile.
Wow.
I don't know, man.
The sperm struggled to swim, and their testicles became malformed.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you'd cut their taste buds off their balls. I'm just saying. So that's your science. More to come later. Let's move on to the question of why people are now teabagging condiments. Well,
I thought that was you, not the article.
Right? It's my kind of article, isn't it? Well, it appears to have come from one user of TikTok, Regan, who demanded some goddamn answers.
Oh, wait. Are they going to show the TikTok?
I don't know.
Oh, they do. It's right there.
Quote, did you know that when a man puts his testicles in soy sauce, he can taste it? He can taste it, she said in the video. Oh, she said. How the fuck she know?
Oh.
I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. If you have testicles, please dip your balls in something. It's for science, and I must know. Okay, wait a minute. This might be the reverse of what you were saying. Like some chick wrote a white paper and goes, I'm going to get a bunch of dumbass men to dip their balls in soy sauce.
I
find that more believable.
Yeah.
I have to put that out there.
I have seen this video. It was about 2 weeks ago, but I have come across this video.
2 weeks ago.
And then, and then a bunch of these videos started coming out. I completely forgot about this.
Of people dipping their balls in soy sauce.
I completely forgot about what started it.
Okay.
I forgot about this, but I have seen this video.
This is ridiculous. Testicles have taste buds. What the fuck? That's an O face, man. He's like, oh, original sound.
God.
Oh my God. Discover. Do we want to watch this? Because people can't hear that are listening to it can't watch.
Let's watch it.
Okay. I guess we'll watch it. Screw all you people
react
who are
to it.
listening to this only. Dude, how long is this going to be? Some guy talking for...
You can see at the bottom.
I don't want to...
Okay, never mind.
Like, this is going to take forever. So,
it.
yeah, moving on. I saw this TikTok saying people can taste with their testicles, so I made my fiance test this theory with a bowl of soy sauce. It works. Mind blown.
Sure.
Look at what it made me do to my husband. Blah, blah, blah. So people were dipping their sack in soy sauce.
Yeah.
YouTube, the original home of people putting their balls and stuff for views, were not to be outdone by TikTok and got in on the action. Quote, I can totally taste this. This is so weird. YouTuber Gay God told his followers.
Can we go back to the Electric Universe stuff?
Before getting it off his testicles as quickly as he could, I can taste like I had soy sauce, like when you burp up soy sauce. It does kind of sting afterwards, I'm not going to lie.
Okay, wait, what? Stings?
Several TikTok users and tweeters agreed that they could taste the flavor. Quote, hold on now. Oh my God, I can taste the salt, said one user whose cojones were covered in soy sauce at the time. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, salty nuts.
Mm.
So they are actually tasting the soy sauce. They're so delicately teabagging. No, they've been squatting over, slathering upon themselves perfectly good soy sauce for no good reason whatsoever.
I don't like the visuals I'm getting.
See, it says no. The study, or any that have followed, hasn't shown that any animal can actually taste via these receptors. Like we taste something from our mouth. There is no scientific or medical evidence to back up any claims that men of any species can actually taste things through their junk. Thank God.
Dr. Karen Kennedy. You know, I just want that paragraph blown up to the size of a poster, and I just want to hang that on my wall. Just out of context. The study, or any that have fondled, hasn't shown, fondled.
Okay.
Hasn't shown any animal that can actually taste via these receptors like we taste something from our mouth. There's no scientific or medical evidence to back up any claims that men of any species can actually taste things through their junk by a doctor. It's like at some point this doctor's went through years and years of medical school, and now they find themselves in the position of having to explain to somebody,
telling people, stop dipping your sack in soy sauce.
No studies, no species, no men have ever been able to do this ever.
But come on, what a meme it is.
It is, yeah. I want those words. Can you send me those words?
Yeah, the article.
I just want to blow them up and make a poster of them.
Is that right? You're going to put it in your office?
I'm thinking about putting it in my room.
I can design you something.
That would be fine, too.
When I do get that software so I can do the cards. I could do the design for Eric.
Yeah, man, when people start whipping out quotes that Plato put out, I'm going to be whipping that out.
As your shit, here we go, baby. Boom, dropping like knowledge.
It's 2020. This is what we need here.
It's like my dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got. We'll have to put. Anyway, what's our next article, Mr. Devlin?
Cats.
It's also from IFL Science. Cats caught breaking into human body farm to feast on the dead. Okay, I have to say, when I first read this when we were setting up the show, I didn't think a human body farm was what it was. I thought it was something completely different.
No, it's like a legit thing.
Yeah, I thought it was some psycho.
Oh.
It's just a bunch of dead bodies on hooks.
Sorta. They just do it for science.
Yeah.
But that's how they find out forensically how long it takes like a body to decay and all these kinds of things, so that they can use these measurements to figure out how long someone's been dead for when they find bodies and things. They have to do horrendous shit to them. You probably know by now that your beloved pet cat will happily eat you if you die. Cats are fussy about eating the same luxury tins of food you've given them thousands of times before, but little Brad Kit will have no qualms about.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, little Bradley kitty. Bradley kitty, little Brad Kit.
It's
Brad
instead
Kit.
of Brad Pitt, it's Brad Kit. Yeah.
I love it.
No qualms about chowing down on mama.
Mom.
That's you. The second, there is no pulse. Yeah, I've heard this. Yes, your pets will eat you when you die, and perhaps a bit sooner than is comfortable. Forensic anthropologist Carolyn Rando told BuzzFeed News in a 2015 story on animals eating their owners. implying that these jerks aren't even that hungry. They're just like, hey, you're not going to need this lip anymore.
Mm.
They tend to go for the neck, face, and any exposed areas first, and then, if not discovered in time, they may proceed to eat the rest of you. One particularly horrible case she highlighted saw a man's body found days after he had died in 1994. His head, neck, and part of his arm had been defleshed right down to the bone. Nearby, his 10 cats also lay dead. The police figured out he had died of a prescription overdose, which had also poisoned his pets when they consumed him after his death.
That's just a terrible circumstance.
That must have been like a suicide, like a huge prescription overdose then or something. I mean, I wouldn't think that... I don't know what happened there. Is your mic quit working? Okay.
I don't know what happened either.
I thought my mic shut off too.
I hope we're not dropping audio again. That would really suck. Anyway, one particularly horrible case she highlighted saw a man's body found days after... Oh, we read that already. At a present-day body farm, facilities where forensic scientists study decomposition, researchers monitoring scavenger activity on human bodies got an up-close and personal look at feral cats doing just that, which they documented in a study published in the Journal of Forensic Science. So, okay. What happened to be the same cat was seen on game cameras throughout the facility but showed no interest in any of the other 40-plus adjacent donors. Researchers wrote in a study in particular horrifying detail. The cat did not scavenge new donors placed around the time of scavenging and in a similar stage of decomposition. I don't know. This is getting boring, isn't it?
Well,
Where's the part where they break in?
In both cases reported here, feral cats targeted areas where the skin had been previously penetrated. Researchers wrote, both cats showed a preference for bodies in relatively early decomposition.
oh crap, she was stabbed to death. Let's start there.
Well, it seems like it'd just be easier.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to chew through first. I know. No one's ever accused me of being normal. Scavenging began when the bodies showed early signs of decomposition and ended at the onset of moist decomposition. Ugh. The cessation of scavenging at the onset of moist decomposition may be explained by Field's preference for fresh tissue. Felids. Cats preference.
Felids? Maybe.
So yeah, I guess I don't prefer them over dogs. I don't know, man. This was like a whole lot about
Kind of clickbaity.
your pet's eating you and very little about. So they basically tracked them. They just studied them. It wasn't like they tried to stop them. They were like, oh look, these cats are coming here. Let's learn something from it.
That's actually
These people, they're already dead. They're not going to mind. Find themselves over for science or whatever.
That's very smart. Be like, as like an accident happens, you go, okay, well, let's make a good thing.
Let's just
out of this.
try to turn lemons into lemonade.
Yeah, there's probably people in the perimeter of that body filled farm that's like, yeah, I keep feeding the cat, but she ain't eating.
Yeah,
She's probably out there mousing.
She's getting fat as fuck, though.
I know.
Yeah.
Some field mice out there, man.
Star Trek fans are not pleased about the new U.S. Space Force logo.
We don't like it.
CNET. I can see that one, Devlin.
Oh.
It's from CNET. It says, let's see, President Donald Trump revealed the new logo for Space Force on Friday via Twitter. That's the Star Trek logo. It is. It totally is the Star Trek
look
logo.
at the one below.
Yeah, you see it below too.
Yeah.
Oh, they go side by side.
Oh my god.
After consultation with our great military leaders, designers, and others, I am pleased to present a new logo for the United States Space Force, the sixth branch of our magnificent military, Trump tweeted. As soon as it was posted, eagle-eyed Star Trek fans responded, pointing out the logo's similarities to the Starfleet Command logo. The arrow, the swirl around the arrow, the starry background, and text placement are they're not almost identical.
They are font-on identical.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same
God,
logo.
That is the same font too, actually.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
In the Star Trek universe, Starfleet is a uniformed space force maintained by the United Federation of Planets as the principal branch that conducts deep space exploration, research, defense, peacekeeping, and diplomacy. As expected, Star Trek fans, even Star Trek actor George Takei and Star Wars actor Mark Hamill had a few things to say about the new design. Quote, there's nothing more There's nothing sacred anymore, tweeted George Takei, who later elaborated on the U.S. Space Force in a Washington Post commentary titled, quote, "The Star Trek vision was hopeful. Trump's is the mirror image." Oh, yeah, I guess he doesn't like the president very much. Yeah. Tweeted Mark Hamill, quote, "Just another Star Trek rerun." A whole lot of Trekkers with Starfleet bumper stickers are about to be charged with stolen valor, a user tweeted, while another fan tweeted, quote, "Look, it was inevitable, and we could do worse than emulating Starfleet." Okay, I don't understand the outrage here.
I am not sure either, unless they just don't like the president.
I think that's what it
Star
is.
Trek stuff.
Yeah, I think it happened to be that it was the current president that
the
did it.
The guy who designed that is not upset about it.
Well, and I mean, we've named naval vessels after the Starship Enterprise, and I think, and we named the space shuttle after. Yeah. That's at least right?
But it's been a tradition. There is HMS Enterprise, which I think the first one, and then we had a aircraft carrier that was named Enterprise, and then there was this TV series, and then they named the Space Shuttle Enterprise kind of after the TV
after
series.
That.
Yeah.
Okay, so they grabbed the name. The TV show grabbed the name from the aircraft carrier at the time, right?
Yeah, and the ship before that, because it had just been a name that had blessed quite a few ships. Over time. And I'm friends with Michael Okuda, who is on Facebook, who is the guy who does the curation for all of the Star Trek stuff.
Right.
I like all the models and the props and that sort of thing, and he designed a lot of the graphics and stuff.
Did he design this?
No, but he knows the guy that did. And he clipped that guy talking about this from his Facebook page and posted it on his. And the guy was saying that he didn't find any issue about it, that he didn't own the design. Like a lot of stuff he designed, it's Paramount owns it. He didn't have no stake in it, and he said it didn't bother him or anything like that. And if it was going to bother anybody, it would be Paramount. They'd be the people who might want to sue for their propriety or whatever, But if they could, I don't know if you can sue the government. It could be eminent domain, I guess, right? To some some weird way, not with land, but we're co-opting this symbol.
I mean, this logo or this symbol is going to stay with this branch of the military forever.
Yeah, and
very likely. So
I find it very honorable. It's like I'd like that part of the military to be based in some way on Star Trek motifs.
Yeah, like kind of the Prime Directive and all that kind of stuff.
Or something, some kind of something that's positive.
You can't hold your button down when he's talking.
I'm trying to speak.
Okay, you got to wait till he's done.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Sorry. So something I've noticed is the NASA logo is literally if you combine both of these two logos together,
then you end up with the NASA logo, right?
Yeah, because you get the swoosh here, in the NASA logo. You get the Nike symbol here.
Nike swoosh, yeah. Starfleet Nike swoosh. Yep. That's the Hale-Bopp group, right? They got the Nikes and the cult that all killed themselves to get on.
Applegate.
Applegate, yeah.
The Hale-Bopp comment, that was Heaven's Gate. Yeah. You can find him ranting and raving about stuff on YouTube. There's like 8 or 12.
Yeah, the videos are still out there, right? Where he's going on and on about crazy stuff. Okay, so
what I'm going to show you is how to ascend from one level to the next when you'll have a perfect body.
I'm willing to bet, and this is no dig at George Takei, but I don't think that Donald Trump could do anything that would make George Takei happy.
Probably not.
I just, so I know from I follow him on Facebook, or used to, and it's like, okay, I get it. Shit, yeah, I know, man. Okay, next article. What we got here, Bubba? That's our. Actually, yeah, that's our. We're coming up on an hour now, right?
There's your big clock over there.
Yeah, I can see it plain as day, but I was going to move on. All right, so you guys got anything else? We're gonna save this because we're gonna do another show.
Oh, okay.
And I got 6 more articles lined up.
I see.
Back to the fucking 1,098 spins on the Chihuahua tonight, folks. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah. This show is worth 1,000 spins.
1,100. We're just cranking them up. All right, cool. Well, we'll wrap up there then. Thanks for listening, everybody. Check us out at www.noshitcast.com. It's KNOWSHITCAST.com. Make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Give us a share. We'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks for all the comments. Keep them coming. And we will catch you all next time. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Pretty good.